button. Yay! Welcome everyone to the True Self Mastery Immersion. Today is day 2, and we are focusing on your true identity alignment and our new moon intentions. And I am so happy that you all are here. So welcome. My name is Ann Vandewater, and I'm joining you from my hometown of Santa Barbara, California, on the ancestral lands of the Chumash people. So I invite you to take a moment to acknowledge the land that you are on and the first people who stewarded that land far before you were there, if you know who they are. And we're going to have a little chat connection now. So please take a moment, if you haven't already, to write your name and where you're tuning in from in the chat box so we can say hello to everybody. So let's see. We've got Kathy Kelly from Santa Barbara, California. Hi, Kathy. We've got Kim coming in from the Highlands of Scotland. Hi, Kim. There's Noraline Adele, who's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hi, hello, welcome. Kimmy in Los Gatos, California. Claire in London. You were with me at Esalen recently. Yay. Beth coming in from Oakland. So good to be with you. And Kyla is here in Santa Barbara. Hello. Mitzi is in Sunnyvale, California. Welcome. Gwen is in San Ramon, California. So happy you're here. Aniela's from Austin. Welcome. Mac is tuning in from Santa Barbara. It is stunningly gorgeous here in Santa Barbara today. Connie tuning in from San Ynez Valley. Marion, you're in Austin as well. Welcome. Cheyenne is in Mariposa, California, in the Yosemite area. Welcome. And then Angel's in Paso Robles. Beautiful. So good to be here with you all. And thank you for joining me for day 2 of the True Self Mastery Immersion. So I want to do a real important orientation. If you were not able to attend day 1 yesterday live, or if you have not yet watched the day 1 recording, please make sure to watch that video and complete the practices after today's workshop. Do it by the end of the day if you can, because day 1 and day 2 and day 3 work together as a sequence. So yesterday was about creating space, and today we're giving that space some direction. So make sure that you catch up. And I sent the video out yesterday, and then today I will be sending out yesterday's video and today's video so that you can stay in the flow. So to prepare a beautiful sacred space for you today, I have already done that here, but do it for yourself as well. You want to create a quiet and uninterrupted space. Silence notifications and turn off your phone ringer. Please have a notebook and a pen or your computer to take notes, and also have one blank piece of paper nearby. It's great to light a candle to hold space, and then you can also burn a little sage or Palo Santo or incense, or spritz yourself with an essential oil spray. I'm going to burn a little Palo Santo here to clear the space for us all. Beautiful. And you may want to have a crystal or a special talisman with you. I've got my sunstone pyrite because today is new moon, and it's about setting our intentions and what we want to manifest. So I love sunstone pyrite for that. So let's do a little review of yesterday and then orient ourselves for today. So yesterday we focused on conscious completion of 2025, and we worked with the year of the snake and shedding old skins. We worked with this numerological 9 year that is all about endings and karmic closures. We focused on releasing outdated identities, patterns, relationships, and timelines. And we did a forgiveness practice, and we did some nervous system regulation. And then we made some powerful claims for ourselves while doing emotional freedom technique. So, as part of our conscious completion of 2025, we're not only releasing what's complete, we're also celebrating all of our breakthroughs and our wins and our creations and all of our growth from this year. So completion includes honoring what worked, what opened, and what you created. And day one, yesterday, was all about letting go and then really remembering who you are and what's important to you. And today is all about pulling into that space that we cleared, authentic alignment and clarity, and celebrating all of our wins and conscious creation. So the main focus of today is clarifying your core purpose, your core value, and your core vision for 2026, and then allowing your celebrations and your breakthroughs from 2025 to inform the direction that you are choosing to move forward in. And also to use it as like, wow, I did some pretty epic things in 2025. That means I can do the same thing in 2026. So before we go any further, let me just review our community agreements and our participation guidelines. You are welcome to share reflections or questions in the chat. If I miss something, simply repost it, and I'll do my best to catch up with it. Please speak from your own experience rather than giving unsolicited advice to anyone here. Always focus on your progress rather than perfection. And remember that everything that is shared here stays here. Please remain present with this process. And I request that you don't eat during the live call because it takes so much life force energy. And we want to use all of our life force energy to do this deep inner work. And beverages are fine. So we're going to go into a guided meditation to set our intentions for our time together today. So take your most comfortable seated position and try this hand gesture, touching the tips of your thumbs and your index fingers together, and the hand gesture that represents the harmonious connection of your body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. If you want to ground and calm your energy, face your hands down. But if you feel like you need some upliftment and some expansion, bring your hands so that they face upwards. And then if it's comfortable for you, gently close your eyes and begin to tune in to your breathing. Breathing in and out through your nose. Slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out. Peacefully breathe in and peacefully breathe out. Breathe in light, freedom, and space from the sky above you. Breathe out and embody light, freedom, and space. Breathe in love, support, and healing energy from the earth beneath you. Breathe out and embody love, support, and healing energy. Breathe into your heart center at the center of your chest. Breathe out and soften your heart center. Breathe into your heart center and send yourself love, acceptance, and appreciation just the way that you are. Breathe into your heart center. And as you breathe out, expand light throughout your whole inner space, reclaiming your inner space for your true self, for authentic alignment with your true self. And imagine that that beautiful light expands out from your body 3 feet in all directions so that you are resting, you're sitting inside of a huge sphere of light that creates a safe and a sacred space for you and attracts to you everything that you need to feel like you are loved and you are supported today. Imagine that all of your energy that feels dispersed to the past, to 2025, to the future, to 2026, are out to any person, place, or thing are golden orbs of light. And imagine that you're lifting all of those golden orbs of light off of the past, off of the future, off of all people, places, and things, and you're pulling them all up to the sun for purification. And the sun gets super bright. And then the bottom of the sun opens and golden light comes pouring down into you. So you feel this fresh new energy coming back to you. And then breathe into your heart center. Breathe out and soften your heart center as you drop into celebration for all of your breakthroughs, all of your gifts, all of your creations in 2025. And also acknowledge with gratitude the big clearing and the completion work that you did yesterday. Our intention today is to focus on and get clear about everything that we created, all of the gifts, all of the breakthroughs of this past year, and to be grateful for them, to really anchor in, wow, we did some amazing things this year. We are here to set our intention and get clear about our core purpose for 2026. We're here to set our intentions about our core value that is going to guide our choices during 2026. And we are here to open to receive clarity about our number one vision for 2026. And we are inviting our inner authority. We're inviting our own unique way of making choices and decisions, guided by our own unique intuition, to guide us in what emerges today. We are here to anchor clarity and direction, a very clear direction into our body, into our nervous system, into our mind, into our hearts, into our souls, and to activate our spirit with our purpose, values, message, vision, and all of our celebrations from 2025. And we're calling upon our true self. We are calling upon the most benevolent energy that's within us and all around us to lead, guide, direct, and protect us in our beliefs, thoughts, feelings, words, actions, all of our relationships with all people, places, and things on all levels, planes, and dimensions of reality, and the seen and the unseen, and the known and the unknown realms. We are so incredibly grateful for all of this love, for all of this support, and we're cultivating deep faith and deep trust that our time together today is unfolding in the divine right time and the divine right way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so it is done. Abracadabra. abracadabra. And we're going to send all of these intentions out together by bringing our hands together in prayer position in front of our heart center and singing one round of the ancient sound, ah, the sound of conscious creation and manifestation. So take a deep breath in. Oh. And touch the tips of your thumbs to your third eye. We call upon the light of our higher self. Touch your thumbs to your heart center. We call upon the love of our true self. And then bring your hands to your legs or your knees. We call upon the depth of our deepest self. And slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Say, ah. Beautiful. And then gently open your eyes. So I want to give you a little cosmic context and a little new moon teaching. So today we're working with the new moon in Sagittarius. A new moon marks a beginning, and it's a moment of planting seeds for the future. Today's new moon is the last new moon of 2025, and it's going to take us into the new year. So Sagittarius energy is really powerful. It governs purpose, meaning, truth, wisdom, direction, and vision. It invites us to lift our gaze and orient towards what really matters and to shoot with our bow for our big, big vision in life, aligned with our purpose, aligned with our values. Yesterday, we worked with conscious completion, and today we're pivoting into conscious creation. So this 3-day immersion was very intentionally timed with these powerful thresholds. Yesterday, day 1 aligned with the final day of the waning moon for release and completion. Today, day 2 aligns with the new moon in Sagittarius for intention, for alignment, and for direction. And tomorrow, day 3, aligns with Solstice Eve for anchoring and for embodiment and for calling upon the light of our true self, our true identity, and also our future self who has already created our ideal new year. So because of the clearing work that you did yesterday, today you can set intentions without the distortion from outdated identities or karmic patterns. And so this new moon supports coherence. When your purpose, when your value, when your vision for 2026 are all aligned, energy organizes naturally around that. And this is not about forcing outcomes. It's about choosing your true north, choosing your direction from your inner authority. So yesterday we talked about inner authority, and we're going to do it again today because we're going to keep using our inner authority to lead and guide and direct us through this whole entire process. So I asked you before you arrived here to go to my website and to run your free human design profile. So if you could please bring that information up. And what you want to look for is your authority or your inner authority. Yesterday, we had a lot of people with sacral authority and emotional authority, and a few people with splenic authority. And once you find that, please drop it into the chat so that I can read that out loud and know what we're working with here. So just take a minute to do that. Look up your chart and then write what your authority is or your inner authority is. They're the same thing, unless you have lunar authority. That means your moon, the moon and moon cycles are your authority. So it's a little bit outside of you. And as these are popping up in the chat, I'm going to share them and you can all see them as well. So we've got, it says AB, sacral. I think that's angel. Yeah. Kathy, you're emotional. Kimmy, emotional. Erin, sacral. Cheyenne, sacral. Mitzi, sacral. Gwen, emotional. Beth, sacral. Kimberly, emotional. Noraline, splenic. Claire, splenic. Max, splenic. That was a cool splenic chunk right there. Connie, sacral. Marion, emotional. Aniela, sacral. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing those. So we've got pretty much the same combo as we had yesterday. We've got emotional, sacral, and we've got splenic. So I'm going to tell you about all of these authorities so that you can continue to orient yourself to them. And then you're going to use your own authority to guide you through this process today, just like we did yesterday. And I'm going to be sharing all of the authorities with you because the more you get into human design, like I am, the more you want to know what everyone in your life, what their design is, so that you can be in relationship with them as they are naturally encoded to be, rather than trying to get apples from an orange tree. So we've got, just remember that your inner authority is your innate intuition. It helps you to make wise choices. It helps you to reflect clearly on what you've experienced. And it guides you to take aligned action. And so the first one that we're going to talk about is sacral authority. It's a gut response. It's a clear, I like it. I resonate with it. You get effervescent. You feel love. You feel upliftment, or you get an, I don't like it. This doesn't resonate with me. I don't want to have anything to do with it. And your gut very, very clearly gives you those gut responses. So when you have sacral authority, it's all about trusting your gut. And in human design, if you are a generator or you are a manifesting generator, if that is your type, then you have sacral authority. All generators, all manifesting generators have access to sacral authority. However, some generators, some manifesting generators, and some other types have emotional authority. So emotional authority means you rarely can make a wise choice in the moment because you have emotional waves. You have these emotional waves that are like, I love it. It's fantastic. You're on a high, or you're taking a digger and it's like, oh, I don't know about this. This is sketchy. And so the key for you when you have emotional authority is to not make choices when you are on a big tidal wave of emotions. You have to wait for emotional clarity, which means I call it the choiceless choice. It's like a calm, still lake, and it just flows through very naturally. We've also got some folks here that have splenic authority. So splenic authority is all about this instant intuitive knowing. It's usually a very quiet voice. So when you hear about the still calm voice within, that's oftentimes a reference to splenic authority. And it only says it once. It's not going to be like, hello, hello, pay attention. It's like, hello, that's not a good idea. Or that's really awesome. Go for it. And it's going to be like a lightning bolt. It's like, it just comes in really fast. So you have to pay attention if you have splenic authority. You have to really trust it. If you have ego or heart authority, which no one has here, but maybe one of your loved ones has it, then your decisions are rooted in your willpower and in your desire. It's like follow your heart. That's what heart authority is. I'm doing it because I love it. Self-projected authority is about gaining clarity about what's right for you by speaking things out loud and then hearing yourself as you speak and putting everything through your own filter. And so you've got to talk if you have self-projected authority so that you can hear the truth. You can hear the resonance of what's right for you. If you have mental or environmental authority, it means that you gain clarity through discussion. So again, you've got to talk, but sometimes it's talking back and forth with a person or with nature or an animal or God, creator, great spirit, whatever you call the great mystery, but it's the right environment. It's an environment that feels nurturing and loving and supportive for you. And then there are people that have lunar authority, which means your clarity comes over a full lunar cycle. So I always recommend that if you have lunar authority, that you start to really watch what's going on with the waning of the moon and the new moon, and then the waxing of the moon and the full moon. And to notice those cycles of shedding, releasing, letting go, and building and expanding with inspired energy. And it takes patience, right? Because it's a whole lunar cycle. So we're going to be using our inner authority today. For you, it's either going to be your gut. Even if you have emotional clarity, you're going to get some gut and but then you also have been on your journey your whole entire life, and you've already been reflecting on the year as you've experienced the year so far. And so you already have a lot of emotional clarity. And then if you have splenic authority, remember, it's just going to be this whoo that comes in like a flash. So trust your inner authority and let it guide you through these different processes and practices that we are going to do today. So we're going to go through the part 2 of what I call the conscious completion process. And this is a celebration practice. So yesterday was really deep work. We were talking about shadow frequencies, the things that really challenged us this past year. We were talking about karmic patterns and habits and just all of the stuff that's really challenging to be with. And today, and we did that so that we could do a massive clearing and create some space and do a lot of release and shedding so that today, everything that was a gift, everything that's a celebration, everything that was a breakthrough shines through very, very clearly. So, using your inner authority, you're going to reflect on some questions. And what I recommend you do is that you take out your journal for this and your pen, or do this process on your computer, just whatever you're using to take notes with. And the first question to reflect on is, what is your biggest, like your number one celebration or breakthrough or creation or gift that happened in 2025? So it could be you launched your podcast, or you did a water fast, or you went on a trip that was on your bucket list, or you wrote a book. But what is it for you? What is that thing where you're like, wow, that really stands out? And you're going to continue to do this process throughout the rest of today, and you can continue to do it throughout the rest of the year. And I recommend that you do it for the rest of your life. But just for the sake of simplicity, what's the number one gift, breakthrough, creation, goal that you achieved in 2025? And the next question is, what did you learn from creating this thing that you created? What did you learn from this breakthrough, from this creation, from this goal you achieved, from this gift that came through that you're celebrating? There's something that you learned. Maybe it's like, I can do challenging things. Or maybe it is, I learned that I have more self-worth than I thought I did. Or I learned how to write all the individual chapters for a book, and now I can do that in the future. What is the one thing that you learned from whatever it is that you created that you're celebrating? All right. Next question. What part of your character or your true self, like your true essence, which values, what higher potential did you activate to experience this breakthrough or to create this creation or to manifest this goal? What part of you? Maybe it's honor, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's courage, maybe it's illumination or authenticity. What part of your character, what value did you have to tap into and activate in order to do what you did to attain that amazing goal this year? And remember, keep using your inner authority to go through this process. And remember, you are going to continue doing this process. So this is just for now so that you get into the groove of it. All right. So bring your hands to your heart for a moment, and we are going to send gratitude for this thing that you're celebrating, for the breakthrough, for the thing that you created, for this epic gift or goal that you followed through on. Just take a deep breath in, breathe out, say, ah, and just send your gratitude to it. Beautiful. So release your hands, go back to your journaling. Your next question is, how will you continue to apply what you learned moving forward? Because you learned something. You tapped into this value, this part of your character. And now that it's activated, now that you know that it's here, it's such a vital part of you, you can apply it moving forward. And what are you motivated? How are you motivated to continue to apply what you learned moving forward? So if it was courage that you tapped into, maybe it's like, wow, I'm going to do something every day that takes courage or that kind of scares me a little bit. Or if you created a podcast, maybe it's, I'm going to just keep doing that podcast. I'm on a roll now. So, how will you continue to apply what you learned moving forward? And your last question is, how has this thing that you're celebrating, this breakthrough, this creation, this gift, motivated you to be of greater service on the planet? Because you're all epic healers, creators, leaders, visionaries. You are all making such a beautiful, positive difference on the planet in your own unique way. And when you do your inner work and when you create things in the world, the natural thing that always happens is that you want to share the benefits. You want to share the goodness. You want to lead by example. You want to be the change that you want to see in the world. So, how has this celebration, breakthrough, creation, or gift motivated you to be of greater service on the planet? Beautiful. So, review all of your answers now. Just kind of read through them so that you can really be present with this big breakthrough, creation, gift, goal you accomplished that you're celebrating from 2025, so that you're really present with the thing that you learned by creating it or by experiencing it. Be really present with that part of your character, maybe one of your values or your higher potential that you activated and now it's alive in you because you created what you created. And then reflecting on how you're going to continue to apply what you learned moving forward. And not only apply it to your own life, but you're going to apply it to being of greater service on the planet. To just really being present with that whole process that you went through. And throughout today, tomorrow, throughout the rest of the year, throughout the rest of your life, continue to address as many things that you're celebrating, the breakthroughs, the creations, the gifts as you wish. And just keep repeating the process because you've opened up your your mind, your heart, your body, your consciousness to be present with all of these celebrations and breakthroughs and creations and gifts. And now they're going to talk to you and they're going to be like, I want to be celebrated too. Beautiful. So, we're going to practice some embodied celebration now and some nervous system regulation, because it's one thing to write something down on a piece of paper. It's another thing to reflect on it, to have the aha, but we're going for embodiment. We're embodied leaders. This is embodied authenticity and embodied truth. So we're going to do some nervous system regulation with some slow, deep, steady breaths with our hands on our bodies. So put one hand on your low belly and one hand on your heart center. Doesn't matter which one. And what we're going to be doing is inhaling through our nose for a count of 4. I'll be guiding you through it. Then we're going to be holding the breath for a count of 2. Then we'll be exhaling through our mouth for a count of 6 with an audible sigh like this. And really use your breath to receive all of the life force energy, and to embody this energy of celebration. And then we're going to hold the breath out for a count of 1, and we're going to do 3 full rounds. So one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. We're just going to do a slow breath in, slow breath out through the nose. Then inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale through your mouth with a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale through your mouth with the audible sigh for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. One more time. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale through your mouth with the sigh. Ha. And hold out for 1. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Whew. Good. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel the shift that you created for yourself. I highly recommend doing this at least 1 time a day to regulate your nervous system. It's very powerful and profound transformation that happens. So now we're going to do some emotional freedom techniques. So start tapping on your heart center. This is called tapping. What we are doing is we are basically shaking up the snow globe, and we are imprinting on a subconscious level all of these intentions, all of these words of affirmation, and we are encoding ourselves with gratitude and with the energy of celebration. So repeat after me. I am so proud of myself.
I am so proud of myself
For recognizing. Sorry, I had to mute somebody. For the breakthroughs, creations, gifts, and higher potential I have activated this year in 2025. I have grown and evolved so much as a human being and as a soul. I am motivated to continue to positively transform myself and my life and be of even greater service in the world because of these breakthroughs, creations, gifts, and the activation of my higher potential. For this, I am grateful. I celebrate them all. I send love and gratitude to everything that I created. I love and support myself in continuing to create the life of fulfillment I envision. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. So it is done. And then with 2 hands, abracadabra, with your magic wands. Beautiful. So feel the energy in your body right now. You just tapped all of that into your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit. And you will continue to feel that energy being embodied and expanding. So now we are going to shift our focus to 2026. 2026 is a 1 year in numerology. It's the start of a brand new cycle. We are at the end of a 9 year cycle right now. So it's fresh starts, it's new beginnings, it's your true identity, it's your true self. And it's year of the fire horse. So think of fire as being like, whoo, like hot. We're running hot. And think of a horse galloping into the new year. So again, we're going to be tapping into our inner authority. It's either going to be your gut or emotional clarity or your splenic authority to tap into your purpose, your number one core value, and your core vision for 2026. And we're going to do some conscious creation writing. So let's start with your purpose. Purpose is what brings you deep fulfillment. It's not just your job or your vocation. It's how you live. It's how you relate. It's how you love. It's how you lead. It's how you serve. And it's present all day, every day. So when you think of what would be the most fulfilling thing for you in 2026, and you really bottom lined it, what would it be? And you're going to write down this prompt on this white piece of paper or whatever piece of paper you have. Write down my core purpose for 2026 is. And here are some examples. My core purpose for 2026 is a deer is walking by with giant antlers right when I'm talking about this. How cool is that? That's awesome. That's some good mojo for us. So maybe it's to live, love, and lead as your true self. Maybe it is to live an authentic life. Maybe it is to embody and share love for yourself and with others. Maybe it is to be a master of the art of living well. Maybe your core purpose is to connect with the beauty and grace of nature. Keep it really simple. And remember, you can refine this. I'm not saying to tattoo this on your arm. You can refine it. You don't have to do this for the rest. You don't have to stick with this for the year. You can shift it anytime you want to, but just get something down on paper right now. My core purpose for 2026 is, what would be the most fulfilling thing for you? If you look to your future self at the end of the year and you're like, wow, that was so fulfilling. I embodied this energy. I did this thing. Now we're going to talk about your values. Okay. So, and you're going to get clear about one core value for 2026. So your values are your own guiding principles. They are your own sacred laws. They are your own personal golden rules that help you to make wise and aligned choices. So examples of core values are truth, courage, beauty, illumination, enlightenment, mastery, peace, creativity, fun, adventure. So this is going to be a partner with your purpose. And you may have already written the word that best describes the one core value that you want to embody in 2026 when you wrote your purpose. But what is that one character that you're like, this is what I am super devoted to embodying this coming year? And remember, it's new moon today. So we're already starting to ride into this energy of creation because the full moon won't be until the new year. So really get into this one core value that you're going to tap into, that you're going to move forward with through the rest of the year and into the new year. And write down my core value for 2026 is, and then write that down. And remember, you can change it. It's just for right now. It's like, think of you are the captain of your boat. You are the pilot of your plane. And boats and planes, they actually go off course 90% of the time. And you got to keep your hands on the steering wheel so that you keep coming back onto path. You keep coming back into alignment. And that's what you're going to do with your purpose and with your value for 2026 is you might be like, oh yeah, I'm going to shift this now. You can do it tomorrow if you want to, because we're always course correcting. I'm a yogini, and the core of yoga is there is a path, there is a way, there is a method. And I'm also a tantrika, which means there is no path, there is no method, there is no way. And they're both simultaneously happening. So writing these things down, it's giving yourself a true north, it's giving yourself a direction, but then life happens. You grow, you evolve, you're getting to know yourself better and better every day. And then you get to course correct and you get to shift things, which makes it a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, now we're going to talk about your vision, your most important goal for 2026. So connect with your future self who's already created this. Imagine that it's December 31st, 2026, and you did it. And tune in to her or him or them and ask your future self, what's the thing that you want me to focus on first? What's the one true thing? The one true thing. Zig Ziglar says the main thing is to keep the main thing, because the thing that happens at the beginning of every new year is it's like, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. And then you can get really overwhelmed. So it's really powerful to do yourself a huge favor and just focus on one goal, one vision. You will have more, but what's the one where you will feel so fulfilled? You will feel like you lived a purpose-driven life aligned with your purpose for 2026. You will feel like you led a values-driven life because you embodied this value. If you consciously create this vision and manifest this goal. And then you're going to write down my number one vision for 2026 is. Beautiful. So now review those things. Review my core purpose for 2026 is, read what you wrote. My core value for 2026 is, and read what you wrote. Let's see, I'm getting some comments here. And then read my number one vision for 2026 is. So, Serenian Hind, winter solstice. Is that from when I saw the deer? And let's see, I came up with exquisite, exact expression of aesthetic execution. Okay. I love that. It's like the 5 E's. It's fine. Remember, I'm giving you some direction and then you are making it your own. So I love that. And let's see. Angel, I think you're AB. So maybe that's vision and my core value is execution. Ooh. So the vision is what you will actually create. It will require execution for you to do it. Execution is the action that you take. Does that make sense? The vision is what you actually create. So I would say that it would be exquisite, exact expression of aesthetic. What is it? Is it aesthetic beauty? What is the thing that you want to create? Or is it just this overall way of living your life? Put it into the words that make sense for you. And yes, you were talking about the deer. Yay. Cheyenne, thank you for sharing this. Your number one vision for 2026 is commitment to pure love. Whoo! I love you and I support you in that one. That is beautiful. If anyone else feels like sharing your vision, you may do that. And you also may want to just hold it in the sanctuary of your heart and your mind and your body. It's whatever feels good for you. Connie, peace. So beautiful. Yeah, if you feel like sharing, you can put your core value in there. You could put your purpose in the chat. You could put one of your core vision for the year if you wish, or you can just hold it in your consciousness. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little life work assignment now. Okay. The first thing is sometime today or this evening, you can go outside and connect with the new moon, whether or not you can see the new moon. And if you have the sky guide on your phone, you can actually use it to figure out where the moon is. Go out, connect with the new moon in Sagittarius, and speak out loud your purpose, your value, and your vision for 2026. Well, so you'll be probably holding your piece of paper like this, tapping on your heart and speaking it out loud to the moon with vocal authority. Okay. Then bring that piece of paper in. You can fold it in half. You can do whatever you want to with it. And you can put a candle. My candle's still burning, but it's getting low. You can put that on top of that piece of paper for tonight inside. Blow it out before you go to bed. And then also, if you wish, you can take a crystal and put it on that piece of paper and just let it soak up the new moon energy. And you're welcome to keep it there for as long as you wish and go and read it anytime that you want to reactivate it. I highly recommend this practice that you read it out loud every day until the full moon, while this energy from the new moon in Sagittarius is building and growing and expanding. Okay. But definitely go out and speak it tonight. And you can say, I call upon the new moon in Sagittarius to bless my intentions for 2026, if you want to really get into it. Here's another thing for you to reflect on. Is there anyone that you want to acknowledge or thank for supporting your breakthroughs, your creations, your growth this year? And do you want to text them or email them or call them or write them an actual handwritten note to thank them? Or do you want to put it out into the ethers and just speak it out loud to the moon. That's one of your other life work assignments. Follow your inner authority. Your inner authority is part of your true identity, and it will lead you and guide you and direct you. Beautiful. So, we're going to have a closing gratitude meditation. So, bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Gently close your eyes if that feels good for you, and take some slow, deep, steady breaths and deep gratitude for the countless blessings in our lives. We flow our gratitude to all of the conscious completion that we did yesterday by clearing shadow frequencies, karmic patterns and loops and habits and challenges. We offer gratitude for the work that we completed today, this celebration of all of our breakthroughs and our wins from 2025. We are grateful that we got clarity about our core purpose, our core value, and our core vision for 2026. We feel so much appreciation for the new seeds that we've just planted. We are so grateful for each other, for all of the love and support that we've co-created together. When two or more are gathered with an aligned intention, magic and miracles happen. And we're so grateful for ourselves, for giving ourselves the gift of the true self-mastery immersion. And we are cultivating the deepest levels of faith and trust that this is all unfolding. It's all unfolding in the divine right time and in the divine right way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so it is done, abracadabra. And now bring to mind, bring to heart someone that you genuinely want to thank for loving and supporting you in 2025. And we're going to send them out one round of the sound Om. So take a deep breath in. Om. I bow to and I deeply honor who you are. In truth, you are an amazing creator, and you are purpose driven, and you are values driven. And I love you and I support you. When you remember who you are, when I remember who I am, we remember that we are the ones that we have been waiting for. And gently open your eyes. Namaste. So amazing to be with you all today. Amazing work. Wow. So this is being recorded right now. So please look for the recording of yesterday's session and today's session later today in your email inbox. And there will be a reminder there about our next session tomorrow, which is on Saturday, December 20th at 9 a.m. Pacific. And tomorrow we're going to be focusing on your true identity, embodied leadership, and anchoring the new timeline for the new year. And I'm really looking forward to being with you again tomorrow. So I'm sending you so much love. Have a magical day and big, big hugs through cyberspace. Take good care. See you tomorrow.